And we welcome you to this broadcast of Indianola Wrestling in the regional dual matchup, just one step away from the Iowa State High School Wrestling regional dual or state dual matchup in Coralville. I'm Andrew Swadner, going to try my hand at wrestling tonight, but thankfully we brought in a ringer expert, Casey Cordham. Thank you so much for joining us and obviously giving some of the expert commentary that we have here tonight on Indianola Activities YouTube.
You bet, Andrew. Thanks for having me here.
Well, this is a very talented matchup, obviously. Ankeny winning over Valley in the first round. Not necessarily a surprise. Number 2 Indianola and number 15 Ankeny. This was the expected matchup. Score got a little inflated by the end, but Ankeny jumped out to an early lead. They win 51-27 in that first matchup. And again, this is not a surprise, I think, to Coach Manny and the Indianola coaching staff.
Yeah, Ankeny, they threw some JV kids there at the end to kind of not show us everything. So we'll see how it plays out here, but I think it should be a good duel regardless.
We're going to start at 1:13, and we're about 4 minutes away from the announcement of some of these starters. And again, Indianola comes in ranked number 2, built for the dual season. This is what they were looking for from the beginning. I know I had talked to Coach Manny after the Battle of Waterloo, and you know, not that there was a lot of disrespect, but he just felt that Indianola maybe wasn't getting the recognition that they felt that they deserved. They go in and win the Battle of Waterloo, and in pretty dominating fashion.
Yeah, anytime when you're, this team's really young, and there's 6 freshmen that are going to start, and you just don't know what they're going to compete like. But these guys they're battle tested, and they come out and they got them rocking and rolling really early in the season, and that's good. So these guys are going to hit it in stride tonight. I think they're going to be just fine.
Yeah, and you mentioned battle tested. This maybe that's some of the toughest schedules, and that's what Coach Manny likes to do. They go even out of state. Yeah. They go to the Battle of Waterloo. The little Hawkeye Conference and kind of mix of 2A, 3A, mostly 3A now at this point.
Yeah.
But it gets you ready, and I mean that's not even including the Carlisles and Bondurant Farrars and going to Ames and Johnston High School for a lot of those tournaments. There's no surprises at this point of the season.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to announce the starters here. Ankeny Hawks coming in, winning that first round matchup. But starting lineups, Indianola 9 ranked wrestlers coming in according to IHSAA. And Sawyer Nelson will be at 106 for Indianola again. They're going to go with Wignall at 113. And Matt Clausen, and that's going to be our first matchup here tonight.
And that's going to be a humdinger to
That's
start.
going to be the big one.
I think Mac beat him in the finals at Ames 5-1, I believe. So it'll be a good match.
And we'll of course go over all the rankings and everything, but Indianola's had their lineup pretty set. I don't know if maybe could have been some gamesmanship if Indianola got selected first, but overall I think it's going to be just straight up here tonight.
Yeah, I think it will be. I think that's what Coach Manny wants. I think we could see Ankeny play a little bit, but
Indianola, I think, if they can get through some of these early weights, and we're starting at 113, Indians, I think, have the advantage as far as some of those ranked wrestlers and some of those highlighted records this season in some of the bigger weights. So we'll see if Ankeny, their goal has to be try and get an early lead and try and withstand some of that pressure late, whereas Indianola, if you can get through some of these early ones.
They just need to weather the storm here early on here.
Ankeny, very talented, both teams with really talented freshman classes. And again, we'll have full rankings coming up, but when you take a look at Ankeny, what comes to mind for you when you're just kind of looking at them as a program as a whole?
Ankeny's been tough for a long time, and they've always had tough kids, and they're always going to have some really, really talented guys, but they're going to be just as solid as we are all the way through. It just kind of depends who wins some of those.
So looks like we have so far for Indianola, again, no surprises. Sawyer Nelson at 106, Matt Crossan at 113, Stoney Wood at 120, Rylan Hilton at 126, Ryan Young at 132. I didn't catch who was going at 138 for Indianola.
We're going to have Eli Cox.
Eli Cox going at 138, and that's just kind of that gauntlet of freshmen for Indianola going. Start to get up to some of the higher weights. Elijah Blewett, Jake Pontier, AJ Pontier, Dax Klatt. Heading up into 190, Isaiah Kello, Carson Slora, Jackson Boyd for Indianola. I believe that rounds it out.
Yeah.
So again, starting at 113, what are you looking here for Matt Crossan? These two know each other, like you mentioned.
Yeah,
and,
I think they've even wrestled, you know, kind of on the bigger platform. They've wrestled quite a bit. They may even wrestle for the same club, I think. So they're going to be very familiar with each other. So this is probably not going to be real exciting at the beginning.
Yeah, but, two guys just testing each other out a little bit.
So this is really not important in most duels, but this one it probably is, because this determines who's got to show first. And if they're going to move, it's going to be up here in these lower weights. Yeah, Coach Manny wanting Mac to come back just to make sure to see what they do here. We're going to rely on track wrestling because I don't know the faces of the Yankee kids, but it does appear
we'll do our best.
Yeah,
it will be Wignall.
Yep. So it will be the match we want to start.
Wignall ranked number 7 at 113.
Yeah, Mac comes in at 25-3, and all three of his losses are to the two Tyler Harper from Norwalk, and they've been battles. I watched it last week, and they're really close. And Mac's even closing the gap there too. But
it's a tough matchup. Harper,
yeah,
on a one-way mission to the state championship match.
Yeah, returning state runner-up here. So kind of in the middle of the mat here. A little hand fighting going on.
And with so much on the line, do you think maybe there's a little bit of apprehension, or you just go out there and wrestle what you want to do?
You know, I think both these kids have wrestled. They've wrestled on the big stage enough. I think they know, the coaches know. Probably just tell them to go out there and do their thing for most of them.
So 50 seconds gone by in the first here. Still 0-0.
Yeah. Out of bounds there.
And again, you mentioned it wasn't very high scoring, and when you get two talented wrestlers, it's probably not going to be any sort of, blowout early on.
Right. I was not at the Ames tournament, so I don't know how that exactly went, but
Mac ranked number 3 at 113, and getting some of
Wignall
their power out early.
Shot there. Mac did kind of scoot out of it, back in the center. Yeah, this is common when you get guys that have seen each other a lot. They go down on a 3 or 4 point, and then just kind of feeling each other out. Wignall is on a shot there on the edge. Mac's going to circle, face him. Still in there.
10 seconds left in the first.
Out of bounds.
There we go. Still 0-0.
Good defense there by Mac.
And again, crucial points early for both teams. And that'll do it for the first. So 0-0, Mac and Isaac Wignall. Mac Crossan, I should say, for Indianola.
Wignall's going to go down here.
I think the mantra for Coach Manny is get the extra points where we can get them tonight, but don't be too risky.
Yeah, I think you're going to see Mac wrestle pretty much like he has all year. He's going to be pretty hard on top here, so that's probably good. You're going to try to wear him down a little bit. Working a wrist, kind of that Indianola signature tilt there. He's kind of looking for that. Wignall's obviously been warned about that. He doesn't want to give it up very much. Nice ride here by Mac. Let me go out of bounds here with 1:13 to go.
Mac doing a nice job just staying on top again. Still 0-0. Do want to mention for those watching on Indianola Activities YouTube, we know it's zoomed out a little bit. They're still trying to find some of the settings on the camera, so we'll do our best to kind of let people know, but they are working on it. It is tough with these huddle cameras up here. It's not easy to mess around with.
Wignall's up to his feet there. Nice return by Mack. Got Wignall on his hip here. Out of bounds again here. 45 to go.
Second period, still 0-0 score. Mack and Isaac Wignall. Mack Crossan ranked number 3 at 113, and that's our first match of the night.
Yeah, this is pretty important. He's put a pretty good ride on him here so far, and it appears the plan is to ride him out. So we're past the point of no return here, so Mack does not want to let him up.
Get that escape.
Yeah. Wignall trying to get into it, something different, into a Granby roll there. Mack's a little high. Kind of scoots back. They're on the edge. They're going to go out of bounds.
16 left in the second. And Mack Crossan for Indianola still just trying to ride this out here. Be pretty surprised if we got a 6 in this match so far, but
yeah, Coach Struthers and Manny, really working Mack. They want him to keep him down, get a ride out here. That's important at this point. Looks like he's going to do it here.
There we go, scoreless through 2. And it's going to be up to Mack Crossan to try and 1 point might be enough here for a guy to get an advantage.
Mack's going to go down. It looks like Wignall is contemplating letting him up. He is going to go ahead and let him up here.
Okay, that
intentional release.
And out in front, first point.
Yep. I expect this to be a lively third period. The first period was pretty boring, if you will, but I think this is it's gonna light up here. With these two guys being as highly rated as they are, this is important for state seedings. They see that state tournament now, so
yeah,
it could be very. It probably won't be the last time they see each other, if I had to guess.
And I think mental-wise, just for your whole team, you see your guy get a win, whether it's you're the favorite like Indianola or the underdog like Ankeny.
Yep. Wignall in on a shot there. Mack's got a whizzer. This is a interesting position here. Mack's got a whizzer. He's going to back into it. Wignall's got an ankle. No points. Well, that was a good scramble. Very good scramble, Mack. Okay, they're out of bounds. 1:05 to go.
Still Mack Crossan up 1-0.
Yeah, Wignall got to his legs pretty good there, but that was good defense there by Mack. He's Mack kind of stepped out of that. He came out at the same shot. There's a nice double by Mack. He's going to come into a single. Probably going to come up to the middle here. Yep. Kind of a high-low situation. Going to crack him back down. As we look at the clock here too, the clock's winding down. So, yeah, the ref's not going to let it go too far. 34 seconds to go.
And precious seconds for Ankeny. Mack Crossan just, he's content with that move and wasted about 10 seconds.
Yep. Neither wrestler's been called for stalling. That's important. Mack with a nice single, and he's going to go ahead and get 2. That was a nice, very nice single. Yeah. Nice takedown here with 15 seconds. That was big. That's a good way to start the night. Wignall up to his feet here. It really doesn't matter if he would get away, but Mack's going to have Matt return here. Yeah.
And there we go. A 3-0 win to start it off.
Good way to set the tone.
Kind of feel like Wignall was forced into trying to make a move, but Mack Crossan doing a nice job sticking with it and then getting the takedown or the 2 points and winning 3-0.
Yep.
So it gives Indianola a quick 3-0 advantage. And a crucial one as it was ranked on rank to
Yes,
start
it
off
was.
at 113.
Looks like we're going to have Stony Wood here. And they did throw their starter there, Aiden Winky. I would venture to guess Stony probably weighed in at 113. He's been doing that quite a bit. I think at Battle of Waterloo he did. So they have the option if they would have moved Wignall up that Mac, they could go ahead and put Mac up there with him. But
it's good coaching from Coach Manny to just be ready for all those opportunities.
Yep. Stoney's had a really good season at 120, even being a little bit undersized. Winky on a shot here. Kind of up through the middle. Stoney's got his ankle. Probably looking for a stalemate if he can. Yeah, we're going to get one.
Stony Wood, part of this big freshman class for Indianola that's been scoring points all season long.
Yeah. Stoney down in a front headlock situation there. Reshot into a single. That's a nice shot. You got to come up with it. Winky's got a whizzer. You got to get that arm out. Stoney's going to come to his feet with it. Looking for that other ankle to get to. There it is.
Nice job.
Winky up to his feet there. He's going to go ahead and get an escape. So it's 2-1. Stoney back in on a shot. Going to come up with it. Going to switch off to his single there. Kind of stalled out on him there, but as we get into short time.
And a 2-1 advantage for Stony Wood at 120 over Aiden Winky for Ankeny. And Indianola leading the match 3-0, a crucial win from Matt Crossan at 113 to start it off, and we're going to have Stony start underneath.
Winky with a good chop there, gets Stoney down to off his base. Stoney's up on his feet here. He is going to get one. No, they have not given him the one. They're neutral. Ooh. Winky back in on a shot. That's a potential dangerous there on his knee. He wanted one and then two, and then he didn't
get either.
Referee, he got the one. The referee didn't give him the one right away, so he kind of hesitated, and then Winky grabbed his ankle. Nice shot and reshot here.
One minute almost gone by here in the second. Stony Wood leading 3-1.
Winky in on a shot there. Stoney in on got a front headlock, looking to score here. She's got a spin and looking for that far ankle. He's really good in this position. There he's going to score. Go ahead and score there. That's a nice takedown. So they haven't given it to him yet.
No.
I don't know why. There we go.
Puts him in a big lead, 5-1.
I must have been missing something. I thought he had a leg and everything else. Yeah, he's got that bottom leg. He's going to try to keep that and come into a crossbody Turk ride here and could get a couple cheap back points here at the end of the period. Would be big.
Time winding down.
Coach Manning wants a couple back points there at the end of the period.
Still going for all that extra points, but it's still 5-1 Stony Wood leading going into the third.
Yeah, you know, we're approaching. If he would get a turn or another takedown, I imagine we're going to push for a major here.
Yeah, try and get those early points. Wood this season, 9 wins by fall, 1 major decision as well.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, he's a little undersized, but he does not back down from anybody. He's had a really good year for a freshman. You get in 3A competition and you get in these upper weights, and that's why these freshmen are.
And it's a little iron sharpens iron when you're going up against, you know, Matt Crossan each day, and I know there's more freshmen behind it.
Exactly. Stony putting a good ride here on. He got 30 seconds in, looking for a tilt. Gonna have to return him here. We're gonna, Winky in on a switch. Stony's not gonna give it up yet. Gonna roll back over that ankle. He's just looking for a stalemate here. Winky was in pretty good position. Stoney's kind of weakened it a little bit, but he doesn't want to be here. Stalemate though.
And they're going to call
that
it.
That was a good call for Stoney there.
What do you think the message from Coach Manny is going to be here? You know, you got a 4-point lead. Do you just take the 3 and ride it out, or try and get the extra?
I mean, I think Coach Manny's probably going to tell him, you know, just stay tough, and you know, if some opportunity presents itself, go ahead and take it. But you're not going to get risky, and you give up a reversal here, and then you get into a let them up, take them down situation.
Yeah, you can give up a point on an escape, or if you need to, just to try and get the victory.
Yep.
So again, still 5-1.
We are in blood time here.
Again, for those watching on Indianola Activities YouTube, really, I don't know how you would else be hearing us, but they're working on the Zoom, or at least trying to get that fixed. So again, it is pretty zoomed out right now in the Indianola High School gym. So we'll do our best to make sure everybody knows what's going on. But 39 seconds left to go in the third period, and Stony Wood leading 5-1.
Yeah, in that same position he was there at that last. Mikey's pretty good at that. Gets his hips out. Stoney's hanging on. He's gonna have to move up here. Yeah, there's a stall call. It's probably one to give though.
So with just 21 seconds left, you'll kind of take it for the 6-7 seconds burned that got you into that position.
Yeah, he's probably going to try to get a better breakdown here. Not let Winky get up to his ankles.
Still 5-1.
Yeah, a little better off the whistle there. Coach Manny wants him clear flat, and we're going to go ahead and let him go here. 5-2 with 5 seconds to go. So
playing it pretty safe, but a 5-2 victory puts Indianola up 6-0 after the first 2 weights. And again, I think we're both in an agreement where Indianola, with a lot more ranked wrestlers at some of the higher weights, if they can come away with this with a lead, have an advantage. By no means would it be over, but
up through about 144, we need to stay tough and
makes it 6-0 through 113 and 120. Rylan Hilton up for Indianola now.
To make sure here that they did wrestle their starter. Yeah, so this is another rated matchup with Folkers being ranked 5th.
Truman Folkers a junior at 126.
And Rylan's ranked 12th. Comes in at 25-6.
Hilton, another freshman. Pretty spread out, scored 113.5 points for Indianola so far this year.
Yeah, you know, Matt came in with some of the bigger accolades in his youth wrestling career, but Rylan had several as well, and he's equally as impressive when you watch him.
And when the guys are all freshmen, they kind of got to start deciding what weight they're going to wrestle at too, and kind of worked out that they get Mac at 113 and Rylan up at 126.
Rylan's really good on his feet. He's in on a shot here, a little bit far away, but he's going to keep the pressure coming. That's what I like about him. He stays after it. Going to go ahead. Hilton's going to back out of bounds there.
Folkers on the season a 21-6 record, and
in the duel in the Battle of Waterloo, they bumped Folkers up to wrestle Ryan Young. So these two hadn't met unless it was at a tournament I missed on track. Folkers did get around there. There's 2 for Ankeny.
Yeah, wonder if a little gamesmanship coming out for the Hawks, trying to find points where they can this early on. Trailing for the first time in a match tonight.
Yeah, Rylan needs to get up and get one here before the end of the period. It'd be big to kind of answer that takedown. A little bit of a cheap takedown there. Folkers is putting on a really tough ride here.
Time winding down, and the Hawks will take a 2-0 lead into the second. Truman Folkers over Rylan Hilton.
Folkers is going to go down. Caution on Hilton there. Folkers is up to his feet immediately. Going to go ahead. Okay, now he's going to go ahead and let Folkers got one. Rylan was trying to get a little bit of a fast break there on a takedown, and he held onto his wrist a little long and didn't quite get him fully released. There's a stall call on Hilton. Coach Manning does not like that. I don't blame him.
So Rylan Hilton on the back foot here, trailing 3-0, almost 30 seconds into the second.
Yeah, Rylan on a nice shot there. Oop, Folkers had a good defense. Back in on a reshot. Back to the center. Folkers kind of a shuck by into a single. Ooh, nice takedown for Folkers. 5-0.
It's 2 early points on the takedown. Put Rylan on the back foot, and it's been all Folkers since then.
Folkers riding tough here on the edge.
I think just as important as getting extra points is stopping the other team from getting extra points.
You don't want to give up a major here. I'm sure Ankeny's licking their chops here, but
so if you're Rylan, not only do you have to play aggressive to try and maybe pull out a victory, but can't be too risky.
So it's he went ahead and let him up there. Intentional release. So it's 5-1. 30 seconds to go in a second. Folkers really good at some of those slide bys. Another one, really wanting that. He got the elbow, Rylan's right elbow. 8 seconds here.
And that'll do it for the second. We're at 126. Rylan Hilton trailing 5-1 to Truman Folkers in a ranked matchup here.
He's going to go down, see if we can
get an easy point.
Yep, get an easy point and see if we can get back in this thing. Folkers riding tough.
This is one of those rare at these lower weights to get a junior versus a freshman too. Been in this situation before for a good Ankeny program.
Yeah. And I didn't look at his track, but I'm going to guess as highly ranked as he is, he's probably was a state place winner a year ago. So he's been around the block. He knows what he's doing. Ryland does get out. Volker's either kind of trading shot attempts here. Volker is he's controlling that elbow. Ryland with a shot attempt. Volker sprawls. He's almost around here. He is gonna go ahead and get the 2. There's 7-2.
So still 5 and 7 that break point.
Volker's back in on the shot. There's another one. We're going to his back here. We don't want to give up.
Yeah, there we go, and that's a big one for Ankeny.
Get a fall there.
Hilton kept on the back foot pretty much that whole time, and Ankeny's going to get the 6.
Yep. So as fast as we went up 6-0, now it's 6-6.
And for Ankeny, it's going to be Perez at 132.
So Ryan doesn't. No, he is ranked 11th. Perez has been ranked throughout the year. I know he's been at least a state qualifier. Ryan was a state qualifier a year ago and went clear to that blood round. So both, another pair of very seasoned guys. They know what's going on.
Yeah, Young ranked 11th.
Yep. Young in on a nice single leg attempt there. Gonna go out of bounds.
And I know at some of these lower weights, you kind of go up and down, but I think Perez been at 138 a little bit too. So.
Yeah.
Kind of the one junior breaking up the run of
Perez
freshman here for
shot
Indianola.
there on the edge. Ankeny wanted 2 there. Ryan very smartly got his other leg back and didn't let him grab that ankle. So we're back to the center. Bit of gamesmanship going on here by Perez. Wanted to keep his legs back. Hand fighting here. There's a nice slide. Oh.
Still in the first, nothing here. Ryan Young, Perez.
President on a shot there. Nice defense there by Young. At a whizzer in as he got out of bounds.
8 seconds to go here in the first, and a pretty defensive matchup so far. And they'll just wait it out. So 0-0 at 132. And we started at 113. Matt Crossan getting a victory, 3-0 Indianola. Stony Wood making it 6-0, but Truman Folkers for Ankeny getting the win by fall, and we're all knotted up at 6.
Perez goes down. Young aggressive on top here. Ryan's pretty good on top, so it's probably pretty important for him to ride him out here for a little bit. Perez gets to his feet, but Ryan takes him out of bounds. Go back to the center. There, Ryan's gonna get in flat here. Working those bars, he really likes those. He's got one hooked up here. Let's see if he can get it over. He's going to try to run it. He's going to come a half on the other side if he can get hopped over. Really good to see this out of Ryan Young. There's some back points, Andrew. That's tight. That's tight.
Really tough here. There we go.
There's the fall, Ryan Young. Atta boy.
And crucial points coming up at 132 for Ryan Young.
So both teams probably getting the fall there they weren't really expecting, so that's huge. A lot of attaboys and high fives in the back here.
So at 132, we're 4 in, and it's Indianola 12, Ankeny 6. And this one of the last runs of freshmen for Indianola.
So it'll be Cox, and he missed the.
I believe it
Brady
is.
Klaus, is that how they pronounce it?
Yeah.
I would call it Clays, but they called it Klaus.
Cox on the season, just a freshman again. 16 and 17.
Here. Picks it up, finishes. Oh, not quite. There he's going to come back up to his feet with it. There he's going to finish. Shoot, no points yet. There, he's got 2 on the edge. Good job.
Nice job by the freshman to take the early lead, and you know, no surprises. Whoever scored first seems to have had full control and has won.
You know, Eli's probably had as tough a time as any of these freshmen, but he went ahead and won the conference tournament on Saturday. So I mean,
yeah,
it's not. There's never hurts to get hot this time of year. And we get in these upper weights, and it's tough for freshmen to come in. We talked about some of these guys.
14, 15-year-olds going up against 16, 17, 18-year-old guys. And
Cox kind of riding tough. Klaus is on his shoulder. Kind of laying on his hip. That's a deep tight waist. I saw his hand clear over here on the side of his back. Cox trying to dig out a bar arm here. Yeah, bottom guy's got to get going, or he's going to get warned for stalling here pretty quick.
He'll let it go, it looks like, at the first.
Yeah.
So Cox in control, takes a 2-0 lead. Again, we're at 138. This regional duel winner goes to Coralville.
You know, that's kind of a schedule change, but I think if you ask any of these coaches, they like it compared to...
You know, that just one day before state, you got to weigh the individual runs versus the team. And
yep. Last year, I think, was the first time at that, but I think from what I heard, reviews were positive, and
gives the guys a week to recover, and I think, you know, uses a great venue over in Coralville, so.
Yep. Cox is going to go down. Oh. Looks like Klaus does have a cradle locked up. Cox fighting pretty hard. Got to get those hands apart. Not a lot of movement there, but Cox has got to break those hands before he gets that turned over. So there won't be much of a stalemate call here.
They let him go for quite a while in the first.
He's got to get that leg extended underneath. Break the hands. You get a stalemate call. A lot of times they don't do that when you get a pinning combination. They don't like to do that, but that one did go stale.
Didn't seem like it was going anywhere. With 56 seconds left in the second. Eli Cox with a 2-0 lead.
Cox kind of hanging his head there. He's got to get up and not get caught in the cradle here again. There he's kind of come up to his base. It's cracked back down. 30 seconds to go. "17 seconds. Pretty important for him to get one here. That'd be huge. There. Oh.
Almost got out.
We're going to get a reversal here. Ooh, there it is. Reversal Cox.
Big points.
Right at the end of the period. Those are big. Ooh, should have got some back points there.
So didn't get the escape, but got the reversal. Takes a 4-0 lead going into the third. Allows you a little bit more room to work with.
Yeah. It's like a little bit uncharacteristic choice here. Klaus is going to go top. I believe that was right. I believe Eli had a choice in the second. Klaus is going to go top and try to turn him.
Cox seemed pretty confident underneath in the second as well.
Kind of back in that same position they were there when we just had this reversal. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out if he kind of steps up. Cox has probably got a 3 or 4 inch height advantage, and that sometimes can be tricky when you're underneath. Klaus working for that cradle, or he's kind of got that leg. Eli's got to get up here, hanging his head a little bit. Get a warning on Cox.
Just a minute 2 to go here in the third. A 4-0 lead for Eli Cox.
If I was in the stands, I'd be asking him what the top guy's doing, but So Clay's looking for that cradle again. Cox does have a wrist. He can come out the back. You got to try to hip over here. He's got a wrist control. There he
gets on top.
Get on 2, no points yet. He's got to get that leg kind of in, or he's got to secure something else. He's got to get an ankle or hip over. The ref was just about ready to award him something, and we had a little bit of a change of position. There's 2.
There we go, and that should do it.
Right at the end of you score twice at the end of the period. That's pretty hard to erase.
And he does it. 2 points at the end of the second, 2 points at the end of the third to win 6-0 and put Indianola up 15-6 through 5. Any surprises so far as we get past 138?
You know, I guess I would call 26 and 32 both surprises, in the fact that I don't think either one of them was counting on getting pinned there. But so points-wise, probably not. But I mean, I think we traded maybe a little higher than I would have thought.
I'm Andrew Swadner. He's Casey Cordum, bringing you some play-by-play here today. Indianola Wrestling. Regional dual action hosting today number 2 Indianola, and we're now up to 144. Elijah Blewett on for Indianola.
That is Hansen there for Ankeny. This is another one of our starred matchups here, Andrew. Ben Hansen's a couple-time place winner. Really tough kid. He's ranked 5th.
And Blewett comes in ranked 8th as just a freshman at 144.
Yeah, and he's really turned it on. It took him a couple weekends to kind of get going, probably get used to weight and everything. Blewett's in on a shot there. So these two have met twice. I looked up today. Hansen pinned him at the Battle of Waterloo, and then they came back and wrestled, I believe, at Ames, and Blewett closed it down to a 5-0 decision. So see if we can keep narrowing the gap tonight.
Hansen comes in with a 24-3 record, and like you mentioned, plenty of experience at Wells Fargo Arena.
Back to the center, a couple shots by each guy, just kind of feeling each other out here. No. You got a senior and a freshman, but I think if you're looking with your eyeballs, you wouldn't notice it because Blewett's he's a very
big kid.
Yes, very in shape, cut. Ooh, nice shot, nice idea. Hansen with kind of a slide by, does get two there. That was a nice move. Blewett started that, and he's going to go ahead and look for a switch here. He's going to go ahead and step over and get two here, young man. Not done yet. He's got to score it. If you want to stay in this match, you got to get some points here.
6 seconds.
Yeah, Hansen really going to get a stall call on Hansen. That might come in handy later.
I think they got to put at least maybe 1 or 2 up there is when they stopped it, and the referee's going to talk about it. Buzzer went off, but the stall, I think, about 2 or 3 seconds. For now, it's a 2-0 lead for Ben Hansen and Ankeny.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and let it go and go in the second. Nope, they're going to go ahead and put that back on.
Put 2 on. And not much there in the 2 seconds, but Blewett with an opportunity there, just wasn't able to finish it out and didn't have enough time in the first.
Blewett's going to go down. Hansen is tough on top. I remember him from a year ago. Blewett's got to string a couple moves here to get together to get out. Up to his feet. Hansen gonna have to let him go because he had a stall call there. So Blewett does get escape. 2-1. Hansen in on his high crotch. Blewett, nice defense. Hansen gets him cracked down to his hip. He's gonna keep coming. Blewett's hanging onto an ankle. We're approaching out of bounds here. Blewett, there's a knee that's gonna come into play. Yeah, potentially dangerous.
So you're going to set it back to the middle. Blewett doing a nice job hanging on so far.
Yeah, this is a good match. They're both a lot of action, high level. Hansen in on a shot. Blewett had a little front headlock there, kind of backs out of it. You know, on the shot attempt. Hansen wants to return the favor. He's going to go ahead and get around for 2. Yeah, Blewett's going to go ahead and get escape there. So 4-2.
Still within striking distance.
Yeah, probably
here.
need to if not get a takedown, at least want to go into the third period 4-2. Not really backing down from him, though. Hansen in on a nice single. Blewett does square up here. Hansen's got an underhook. I think I heard Coach Manning say, be ready. Hopefully doesn't...
So 4-2 going into the third. Elijah Blewett, the freshman for Indianola, going up against Ben Hansen for Ankeny.
Hansen's going to go down. See if Blewett can ride him a little bit. He's probably more comfortable on his feet. I'm going to look for a little bit of, see if we can get a cheap tilt here or something. Going to go out of bounds.
I got a chance to talk to Coach Manny of the 5 freshmen of your first 6 right now for Indianola. And just credit to Matt Tribe and you know, all the younger, I mean, these guys are ready to go, and Elijah Blewett going up against the guy with plenty of experience at Wells Fargo, not backing down, still staying aggressive.
Absolutely. Hansen up to his feet. Blewett's going to let him go. Going to have to get after some leg attacks here, get a little deeper in on Hansen. Hansen's kind of been dictating the shots. There's Blewett's in on the shot. Hansen another duck under attempt there. Back out. Blewett with a single leg attempt. Needs to get just a little deeper. Hansen's, boy, he's really good at that. Blewett squares up to a whizzer. Hansen in on a reshot. Oh, Blewett. Blewett got, boy, this is a good scramble situation. Blewett's not going to give this up. Ankeny was wanting a defensive fall there. Got to watch that.
They get up to 7-2. So now if you're Elijah Blewett, maybe try and keep this at just 3.
Yeah, Hansen's probably going to look for a turn. Probably not enough time to get, he'd have to get 2 or 3 takedowns here to blow that up. So he's kind of looking for something cheap. Blewett's away with 8 seconds to go. He's going to be in on the shot. Like to see him stay aggressive there, though.
Yeah, and falls 7-3, but again, limiting points in a really tough matchup there at 144. Makes it 15-9 Indianola. So,
Jake Pontier for the Indians.
Ranked wrestlers for Ankeny.
They've got one more.
One more of Tegan Pfeiffer, or Pfeiffer, excuse me, at 157. Jake Pontier coming on.
Cash
Johnson for Ankeny. Pontier comes in, 27-5 in his junior season. Ranked number 9 at 150.
He's had a really good year, looked really tough all year here. He's in on a single, switches off to a double. And gets a takedown there right away, not wasting any time.
Pontier coming in after being pretty much the main weapon for Indianola football, and I talked to Coach Manny about it, and he's like, I love when these guys come in after football because you just know they're ready to get physical. There's no wait time. They're ready to start hitting people or continue hitting people.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few of these guys that'll wrestle all through the summer until the football, and then they kind of switch it up and come right back. So. Jake looking for a bar here. I'd say he's been instructed to go get some team points here, Andrew. I think he's not going to waste any time.
Yeah, he's going to go for it, try and make it maybe a 2-weight lead. And opportunities here to try and, you're never going to put Ankeny away after this, but
he's working a bar arm pretty hard. Got a cross wrist here. Come to a ball and chain. Now he's going to put on, trying to dig it out and put it on the back.
And other than the 2 from Jake Pontier, pretty conservative so far for both wrestlers, and it's 2-0 heading into the second.
Johnson's going to go neutral. Kind of a high crotch attempt there. Got a stall call on Johnson. Got us back to the edge of the circle there. There's a nice high crotch by Jake. Come off to a double. There's 2. We'll see if we. He's going to go ahead and try to. He's got a bottom leg Turk there. Try to pull that through for some back points. I lost it there. They're going to. Coach Manning instructed him. Let's go ahead and cut him and get some more takedowns.
So it gives up the 1, and it's 4-1 Pontier.
Shot, reshot, back to that same high crotch, off to a double. Gonna get another 2. Probably looking for a kind of a feet to back situation, see if he can keep that bottom leg again. Got a stall call on Johnson. 1 point to Pontier. He's going to go ahead and let him up here. Not let him off that edge. I like that. Nice shot. Kind of an outside fireman's. Come back to a double. Drag the toes. 2 points.
And Pontier in full control here. 6 seconds to go in the second.
Yep. We're gonna go ahead and keep him down here. Nice roll by Johnson. We got 1.
So 9-3 after the second, after a pretty slow start, but Pontier takes full control.
Yeah, he turned up the heat there in the
Gives
second.
up the 1 for the 2, and you kind of heard it, like you mentioned from Coach Manning. He kind of smelled blood a little bit and trying to rack up the points here, see if he can get it up at least past 7, if not more.
Pontier's away here for 1. He pushed the pace here. He's got 2 stalling calls on him, so Johnson is tired. You can tell, pretty fatigued there. Nice shot in by Jake. Down to it. Johnson bellies out. Jake goes in, gets 2. Gonna cut him again. Yeah, just as much as Jake's been instructed to get bonus points, I'm sure they've been instructed not to give up bonus points. So another shot in by Pontier. Another 2 on the edge here.
Be a stretch to get the 5, but at least for the extra 4 here for Pontier, and maybe more if he can make something happen in the last 30.
They're going to look for a turn here.
14-4 here in the third. Jake Pontier.
If I'm the Ankeny coach, I'm on get my guy moving, because another stall call, and that would not. 13 seconds to go.
And that'll do it. And Jake Pontier,
major decision,
with a big second and a big third to win 14-4 at 150 to get the MD. Puts Indianola up 19-9.
And 157 pounds for Ankeny, Tegan Piper.
And this is Tegan Piper for Ankeny, their last ranked wrestler, 157, number 12, Tegan Piper.
AJ is ranked 8th.
So this is another one of those marquee matchups. AJ coming in 18-7 on the season.
When AJ started up, talk about guys coming in out of football. He come in and wrestled 165 for the first half and kind of came down right before Christmas, and he's looked really sharp since then.
And how much of the weight changes coming into this year? I know I talked to Coach Manny about it briefly, and he said it took a little bit for us to adjust.
Yeah. You know, I think as you look, and we talked earlier about how the top half of our lineup, you get up in those heavies, we're really stout, and I think there's some guys that probably could be in a varsity lineup if there was another weight up here. But you know, AJ kind of coming down. You know, he was kind of caught in the middle there with that weight change. I think it was 160 a year ago, so he had to go up to 165 or come down to 157. So. Nice single shot there by AJ. Kind of come off to a finish to or change off to a double. Come up through the middle. Pfeiffer, nice defense, grabbing that ankle. He just got to keep him moving before he get a stalemate or a knee call here. Yeah, he's in deep.
39 seconds to go in the first, still 0-0. And another matchup we could potentially see later on this season if two guys can both advance.
I'm not sure if they would have wrestled there a couple weeks ago. AJ had to sit out the aim, so that's where they would have met. So I don't think they would have. He had a little knee injury.
Been a little banged up, AJ Pontier, and that'll do it for the first. Zeros
go down
between. And not surprising, but pretty low scoring first periods for both teams.
Yeah, you get these two ranked guys, and they're you know, a lot of feeling out, a lot of positioning. AJ's doing a pretty good job trying to string two moves. Gets Pfeiffer pretty high there. Probably going to look for a reversal. He kind of swimming for that hand, swimming for that. Ooh. Pfeiffer's hanging on, looking for a turn himself. AJ's still there, going to come out and get a reversal.
Big points for AJ Pontier at 157.
And he's going to put the hammer on. He's going to ride him here. Pfeiffer's going to go ahead and get an escape. They're going to go back to the center. Nice double attempt by Pfeiffer. AJ's going to fight it off. A nice whizzer. Oh, nice whizzer and hit now. Going to reach back, kind of peel his hands off. See if he can score here on the edge. It'd be big. Going to go 2 for 1 here early in the second. Got to pull the hands out. Coach Manny's there on the edge of the mat trying to. Now we get a stalemate.
You can see when Coach Manny sees an opportunity.
Yeah, he doesn't want to let it go.
It's either the slouch back in the chair or it's the up giving advice. And number 8, AJ Pontier. Number 12, Tegan
AJ
Pfeiffer.
Back in on that single leg. Oh, Pfeiffer kind of gets it back. No points. Kind of offense turned into defense there for AJ. Kind of short time here.
2 seconds to go in the second, and they're going to wait it out, but a close one. Here at 157, AJ Pontier with a 2-1 lead heading into the third. And they're going to discuss.
Choice. Going to go down. AJ's going to go ahead and intentionally let him up, so it's going to be 2-2 here to start the third. So here we go. Tied up. Pfeiffer in on a shot, AJ on a reshot, Pfeiffer in on a reshot. They're going to go out of bounds.
And that's confident.
Both guys wrestling.
From Pontier to tie it up early. It's been low scoring, but not for lack of contact between these two guys.
Guys just kind of trying to set something up here.
2-2, Pontier and Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer in on a, deep on a double. See if Pontier can kind of come out the back door here a little bit. Gets his hips out. We gotta watch that knee on the bottom. Uh-oh. There's nothing yet. AJ can get that hip back. He's really trying to get that leg back. Can get that leg back. Oh my goodness, that was a nice. He's got to get that in. Oh, watch a knee. There's a knee.
Boy.
Boy, that was a good sequence.
Both teams kind of looking for something.
That was an oh-no to an oh-yeah to AJ back in the deep on a single leg. Gonna have to finish it here. It's gonna take most of the rest of the clock here. Oh, he's gonna fight that other ankle out. That should be 2 here anytime. He's around the waist. I'm not sure what we're wanting here. There we go, there's 2.
That's big 2.
Big 2.
16 seconds to go.
Coach Struthers and Coach Friesen up there on the edge of the mat. Keep him down. Oh, he's getting a little high here.
Pontier trying to ride it out.
Yeah, just hang on. Just hang on.
And a big 3.
That's a big win.
From AJ Pontier at 157. 4-2. And Indianola now up 22-9. And you feel, when you kind of look at the rosters, as if Indianola maybe ran the gauntlet a little bit and feels like they're in a pretty good position.
Yeah, I think if you ask Coach Manning right now, he'd probably say it feels pretty good. I mean, I think we won most of the ones that we wanted to. So 165, looks like this is their intended starter, Angelo Warno.
And Ethan McDonald for Indianola.
Yep. Yeah, so Ethan was the 157-pounder, and him and AJ just kind of traded spots, and Ethan's really held his own up here at this other weight. Maybe one of those things good for both of them, I think, maybe.
And a senior biding his time to make it into the kind of the varsity day-to-day roster. And as a coach, I know Coach Manny a couple of years ago kind of had a string of seniors who were behind, like Ryder Downey, and it's like, when am I going to get an opportunity to wrestle? And McDonald looking to make the most of it.
Yeah, I think you take a guy that's not used to cutting weight, and you bring him up, and he's on varsity now. He's got to manage his weight, and maybe that was bugging him a little bit there. But AJ comes down, he goes up, and it makes better. McDonald went on a good duck under there, didn't quite get him drugged back down.
.110 and counting to go first period.
Ethan's got an underhook there. Kind of in control with that. He's going to use it. Coach Manny's telling him. I'm not even sure what that was other than an acrobatic move by Wernau there.
My joints just screamed at me up here, so could tell it was something.
Athletic move, how's that?
Yeah.
Oh my, Warno kind of comes in and high double, and Donald kind of intercepts him, and no points out of that, but Here's another match where there's no
Yeah.
shortage of action here.
Lost the headgear, paused at 6 seconds. Still in the first, 0-0, Ethan McDonald, Angelo Wernow. And both of them will stall out to the second.
McDonald's going to go down.
And McDonald does 11 wins by fall on the season. See if he can try and get something, grab some points.
Arnold's going to put a leg in here. Not where you want to be, especially if you're just a little undersized for this weight class. McDonald doing a good job kind of getting out of that, crawling forward. McDonald kind of basing out there. You got to get up and get out here.
Try and get a point heading into the third, but
Wernow kind of into a spiral ride, wanted to get a leg in a power half situation. Looking for back points, it was close.
minute gone by here in the second.
Wernow coming back to the other side with that leg in and looking for the power half on the other side. McDonald fights it off again. Kind of a crossface from left field there. Didn't do anything with it either. McDonald's got to get up and try to get one.
Under 30 to go.
How about a reversal? Going to come up. Nice.
There we go.
Nice reversal. Ethan McDonald. 20 seconds. That kind of took the wind out of Wernow's sails. He's got his head on the mat.
Feel the momentum from
Yep.
the crowd.
Good crowd here tonight, too.
Beautiful showing from both, really all schools. And McDonald takes a 2-0 lead heading into the third.
Coach Manning giving him the be smart signal. You got a 2-0 lead, and they're
It's
going to
okay
go
to
neutral.
take the three and
Yep.
don't risk it.
We're now not wanting to go down under McDonald here in the third. He's tired. I think if Ethan would push the pace here a little bit. Kind of standing flat-footed. Nice slide by. Single away, didn't quite follow through with it, but out of bounds.
So a minute 23 left to go, period 3. McDonald with a 2-0 lead.
Nice slide by. He's just got to keep following through with that. A lot of Wernow's headgear comes off there. McDonald's kind of working the head.
55 seconds to go. And
Yeah,
Enola's
that-
Ethan McDonald.
That headgears came off too easy a couple times. I think there is some sort of a rule it's got to stay on. Nice underhook there by McDonald. Kind of shoves him back. 35 seconds to go. Get into a... Ooh, I don't think you want to go in there here with this many.
Gear comes off again.
Yeah. McDonald with a double under here. You got to be careful because this is, 5-point move territory for Ankeny. Yep. does a nice job. McDonald puts him to his back. No back points, but he gets the takedown.
Pretty much guarantees the 3.
Yeah, those are always scary because if that goes the other way, we lose the match. But a good job by McDonald to kind of sag back and fight that off.
Making it 25-9. Indianola, they're in full control heading into 175, and this is where some of Indianola's biggest heavy hitters coming up.
Yep, you can call them the big 3 or the big 4, however you want to look at it, but I would think that everybody's probably breathing pretty easy right at the moment.
Dax Klatt for Indianola. And 175, pretty competitive in 3A.
Yeah, Dax has been ranked off and on here. It looks like he is out of the rankings this week. He's been hanging out in that 10 to 12 area. Looks like they're going to use Riley Egeberg. Dax in on a shot there, up to the middle.
Yeah, Dax 25-11 on the season.
It's like 1 green. I missed the call. It was a illegal move. Dax, a state qualifier from a year ago, really started figuring it out there. You know, he's one probably benefited from the weight change. He had got to go up a little bit without moving weight classes, essentially.
Yeah, it was 170 last year, 175 now. Kind of got rid of that middle one there.
Yep, got rid of the 182, I think.
Yep, 182.
Dax back in on a shot, back to a double. Nice sequence there. 2 on the edge of the mat.
Indianola leading in the match 25-9. Dax Klatt at 175 leading 3-0 over Riley Egeberg for Ankeny.
Egeberg up to his feet. Dax kind of fighting it a little bit. Gonna go ahead and let him go. Keep the pressure on. Shot by Dax. Kind of comes back out. There's a nice fireman's going to keep his toes in. Got to come around and reach for a waist. Got to keep it.
They call it out.
Call it out of bounds. That's interesting. Coach Manny's not going to challenge it here.
Under 30 seconds now in the first.
Dax, kind of a snap into a spin here. 10 seconds to go. See if we can get some points out of it. Now they're going to go out of bounds. Egeberg, nice job coming up.
4 seconds here in the first. Klatt leading 3-1, and can't imagine we'll see too much aggressiveness here. And they're content to let it go. But again, following the theme, I think 3 points actually the most points anyone scored in the first period here so far tonight.
Yeah, really contested matches. That's what you like to see when you get to this point of the season.
And you're going to face really good teams at this point, pretty much no matter what.
Dax is going to come out for a reversal there. And you know, Ankeny's dual record isn't that great, but they've lost to some.
Yeah,
they've lost to some really high-rated teams. So you know, Coach Manning was giving them a lot of respect. You know, they're very. I talked to him yesterday. You know, they're a lot better than their
battle
shows.
Tested for sure. Going up against Centennial and Southeast both,
absolutely.
On a night-to-night basis.
I'm not sure who they would have wrestled over there at Battle of Waterloo, but I know it was somebody good. Dax kind of rolls through there. Looks like he's going to keep an arm. Looking to, got one bar arm here. Come back to the other side. Gets a leg in. That's gonna see if we can suck him back for some back points. Potentially dangerous there on his shoulder.
56 seconds to go, second period. Dax Klatt with a healthy 5-1 advantage, and he'll start out of the reset on top.
Dax gets him broke down. Dax has got that bar arm hooked up there on the far side. He's gonna come over.
Has a chance.
He's got it. That's pretty tight. Oh, yeah, he's touched into an illegal move there. Got two back, and then got a scissor on the head.
So the 2 for Dax, and then one back.
Yeah, the Ankeny kid kind of reached up there and kind of pulled his legs apart. That's kind of a common with that move. If you would have went to a figure four, would have been fine, but you got to have a. He did a scissor, which is illegal.
Time winding down here in the second as Klatt looks up at the clock, and he'll take a 7-2 advantage into the third.
You're gonna go neutral. See if they can get some bonus points here. Out of bounds. Klatt in on a shot. Didn't get any points there.
Still being aggressive. I think, again, the message from Coach Manny is maybe let's try and get some bonus points and help put this away.
There's a shot in there by Egeberg, and then Klatt's going to just sprawl and spin for his two. Coach Manny says let's let him up and get another takedown here, see if we can get our 8 points here. So it's 9-3. Spin, another spin, and we should have two here pretty quick. Klatt trying to keep that in some more.
There's the 2 and the 8.
47. See if they elect to let him up or try to get a turn here. Looks like we're going to go ahead and try to turn him. Got a bar arm here across his back. A stall call on Egeberg. Crossbody right here from Klatt.
I think probably content to take the 8-point advantage, get the 4. And that'll do it. At 175, Dax Klatt scores 4 in the third and gets the major decision, 11-3. And it's 29-9. Up to 190. Brings up Isaiah Kello.
for Ankeny, Reese Johnson. For Ankeny,
They're going to put Reese Johnson in here. So a little bit off of their normal lineup. He was the backup 175 maybe. And to wrestle Isaiah Kello. Kello ranked 9th.
And I'm thinking back to a couple of years ago, Indianola hosted Bondurant Farrar. Kello got a massive win, and Indianola was behind early in that duel.
Yeah, Kello's in on a shot here. He's going to get 2 on the edge. He didn't get 2 on the edge, okay. But you talk about a guy that has improved immensely. I mean, this guy's got some extreme talent in on a shot here. He's super quick for this weight class.
And
2
saw him
takedown.
at Wells Fargo Arena in the state duel tournament again a couple of years ago. Last time Indianola made it and turned some heads.
Yeah, I'd have to look for. I'm pretty sure he would have qualified individual last year as well, and he won a match or 2 up there, and so maybe kind of the light bulb went off. But he's wrestled really well here for Indianola. Big part of their success, I'd say. These big 3 here. Kello's gonna dig out an armbar. Push that. Look to push that straight across. Oh, got a little bit too high. There might be a little bit of excitement starting to build here with these 3 big guys. I saw some smiles over there a little bit ago during Dax's match.
Yeah, and you feel like, the door closing
Yeah.
on Ankeny here. This is Indianola's biggest strength right now, is these kind of 175 to heavyweight. It's
Kello's going to go back to that bar arm. He's going to scoop the head this time. And that's tight. That's really tight. That's really tight. Ankeny doing a nice job, but Kello's going to, and he gets it. That gets the Indianola faithful on their feet.
And in the first period, Isaiah Kello and that puts it out of reach. 35-9. Carson Slora at 215.
Yeah, Carson's having a nice year too.
Yeah,
He's ranked 7th.
Ranked 7th at 215 in his junior season, 29-7
Yep.
on the season.
Yeah, he had a nice win on Saturday against this Kieran Van Voorst from Pella, ranked 5th in the finals of the conference tournament. So, if the rankings come out next week, he probably moves up a slot or 2.
And again, crucial here to try and get the seeding at state. These wins do matter quite a bit.
Slowers in with an underhook there. Gonna snap down, kind of a bull rush type. He's got to get up on his toes and kind of snap Haas down. And come back to their nice slide by attempt by Slower. He's gonna go ahead and get 2 there. That was a nice move. Slower working for wrist control. Kind of trying to bait Haas in there to kind of get that. It's no secret. Indianola's kind of known for the that cross wrist tilt. The Ryder Downey and Bowen Downey were very good at, and most teams know that. They want to keep their wrists away.
2-0 here for Slora at 215.
Brings an armbar out. You got 15 seconds left. Out of bounds.
We'll give it to him at 6 seconds to go here in the first.
Slora breaks him down.
And a 2-0 lead for Carson Slora. We'll see what they decide here. And he'll start out.
Slora's going to go ahead and get out. Staying aggressive there. Working an underhook there, nice.
Zero for Slora after getting away here to start the second.
Nice. Nice move there by Slora to get 2 on the edge. I think Haas kind of thought they were out of bounds, and Slora kind of sucked him back in and got 2.
Puts him up 5-0.
Slora breaks him flat. Got a stall warning on Haas there. Slora working into a butcher. Come back. Slora's going to dig that armbar back out. Kind of that same move Kello used here. Gets it. Running out of time.
Stall out here at the second period. Carson Slora in full control, leading 5-0. Heading into the third.
Ankeny elected to go neutral there. Still a physical match here. Slora's got an underhook. Use that pretty effectively here and see if we can go ahead and score another one. Slora kind of snaps down. He got the underhook on the other side now. Gonna circle in. Nice kind of a snap. Cracks him down. He's gonna go ahead and get 2 there. Nice.
It's 7-0, a minute to go
Coach
here in the
says,
third.
let's get one more. Haas is gonna get 1. 50 seconds. See if they can see if we can get a major decision here. Might as well get out of bounds and use your time.
Do have a score to pass along. I'm just double checking basketball rankings here. Indianola girls basketball was on the road tonight.
There's a double by Slora. Not to interrupt you.
No, keep
double.
going.
2 takedowns for Carson. There's a 9-1 major decision. And man, is he strong.
15 seconds here in the third. And that'll do it. Carson Slora with a 9-1 major decision. And it's 39-9. The only thing really left is what the final score is going to be.
Up now, heavyweight for Anthony.
Jackson Boyd up for Indianola.
Zach Bretbach, Jackson Boyd. Jackson's having a nice year.
25-8, ranked number 6 coming in. Final score for the girls was 73-36. They fall to number 4 in Class 5A Waukee. Continuing that gauntlet of a schedule.
Jackson working some tie-ups here. You talk about another, I think he's another key piece to Indianola's football team. I think he
battled some injuries, but then just kind of kept fighting his way through.
Yep.
And saw Jackson.
God, he's a big young man, and he's strong. He works into a bear hug here. That guy does not want to be here. That's a bear hug to the back for Jackson Boyd.
Puts him down.
That's a pin.
And 6.
That was a nice way to kind of cap this thing off. That gets everybody standing up.
44 seconds in. Jackson Boyd adds 6 more, and it's 45-9.
Big smile from that big guy.
And just one more to go at 106. Sawyer Nelson back to the freshman.
I'm going to applaud Ankeny for going ahead and wrestling this thing out. You get a lot of these, especially these regionals things. They get people want to save stuff for districts and stuff, and you got to appreciate, let the kids wrestle.
Yeah, with the stakes so high, especially this late, you just want to get your guys some experience too, and that can't be discounted.
Yeah, and I think this young man here is ranked 6, Benjamin Walsh. And he's going to get a takedown on Sawyer Nelson.
Yeah, Walsh on the season, ranked number 6, 19-7 record coming in.
I believe Sawyer's another one of those freshmen.
Yeah, Sawyer, a freshman with a 20-14 record himself.
Yeah, he beat out a kid that was going to be a senior for the varsity spot here at the beginning of the season. I think was a little bit of a surprise, but he's had a pretty good year. Kind of running into a buzzsaw here. Walsh has got a double chicken wing hooked up here. Gonna go ahead and try to make quick work here. Sawyer doing a nice job of fighting it off, but that's pretty tight. Yep, there it is.
And that'll do it. So despite the 6 given up by Ben Walsh, or 6 earned by Ben Walsh, it is 45-15, and Indianola is going to advance.
Sounds like we're going to Coralville, Andrew.
To Coralville in the state dual tournament. And Indianola's back.
So I think that will be on Saturday morning, depending on what side of the bracket they get on. I was talking to Coach Manning, probably the 10:45 session. It'll either be 9 or 10:45. So
we'll wait official placements.
Yep.
There's still a lot to be
out.
decided. The rest, I believe, later tonight.
I think tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Wrestle's going to have a little drop on their social media about they're going to kind of reveal the brackets a little bit. So kind of NCAA like, and drop the brackets tomorrow.
Well, let's just do a quick match review. Started at 113, Matt Crossan getting a win, making it 3-0. Stony Wood at 120, getting a victory, making it 6-0. Truman Folkers getting a win by fall for the Hawks, making it 6-all, heading into 132. But it was just all Indianola from there. Ryan Young with a win by fall. Eli Cox with a win, making it 15-6. Elijah Blewett with a win. Elijah Blewett, falls to Ben Hansen.
Yeah,
it's 15-9.
tough loss there, but
then the gauntlet for Indianola. It's Jake Pontier at 150 with a win. AJ Pontier with a win. Ethan McDonald with a nice win at 165. And 3 matches later, after it was within 6, it's 25-9. And then Dax Klatt, Isaiah Kello, Carson Slora, Jackson Boyd, all earning victories. Kello and Boyd by fall. That shut the door. It was 45-9 before Benjamin Walsh-Frank, and he gets the 6 points at the end.
Yeah, there's a lot of smiles over there. They got the banner.
All right, well, I'm going to hopefully go down and try and get some interviews, but any final thoughts on tonight? Great job.
I think they wrestled well. Kind of took care of business there. Everybody thought they would, and we'll see everybody in Coralville on Saturday, it looks like. And
we'll have full coverage on 94.3 KNIA. We will be broadcasting that one. We'll wait and confirm some of the broadcast details, but I know I for sure we'll have someone there. I know I have Simpson basketball that day, but depending on where they're at, maybe I can do it all, but we'll wait and see. But nice job. Really great broadcasting with you. Hopefully I didn't screw it up too much with my lack of wrestling knowledge.
No, you're good.
All right, well, congratulations to Indianola. They defeat Ankeny 45-15 and are headed to the state dual tournament. And again, more Indianola wrestling coverage on the one to count on. Well, we're not there. Indianola Activities YouTube. We'll be back for basketball.
Yep.